My name is Benedict Osi. Thanks so much for joining me here on the AM show. This is the sports segment, and today we're going to look at the MTN FA Cup. We're building up to the MTN FA Cup final involving Kumasi, Asante Kotoko and Accra Hearts of Oak. It's happening at the Tamale Stadium on Sunday. Also, we'll talk about the Joy Sports Invitational Tournament just 2 days away to the biggest outdoor sporting event here in Ghana, and it's happening this very Saturday at the Athletics Oval at the University of Ghana campus. We also talk the EFL Cup. What an amazing night it was for Andre Ayew's West Ham United. Andre Ayew himself scored a brace as West Ham United defeated Tottenham Hotspur 3-2 to progress to the next stage of the competition. Chelsea also won their game. We'll talk the Under-17 Championship. The two teams that have made it to the finals, we'll tell you about them. Yesterday we had the two semi-final games, and we'll tell you the two teams that have made it to the finals of this year's competition. So it's a packed show this morning, and we'll start here on the local scene with the MTN FA Cup, and we are just some 3 days away to the biggest final of the year, and it's going to be between Kumasi, Asante Kotoko, Accra Hearts of Oak. So for the first time in about how many years? In 5 years, we're going to have a super clash in the finals of this year's MTN FA Cup. Well, as said, the MTN FA Cup is noted, the committee is noted for always delivering the best of finals. They've promised that this year's final will be top-notch. Well, we've been speaking to a member of the MTN FA Cup committee, that's the Vice Chairman, Mr. Kofi Poku.
Done a lot, especially with regards to security, which is paramount. We've engaged the Security Council, including the Minister and the Chiefs. So I can say for a fact that we've covered that. Logistics, everything is okay. Now, what we're also trying to introduce is the Eat Ghana, Wear Ghana, See Ghana. So we have a collaboration with the Ghana Tourism Authority, and there's going to be an unconfirmed night on Saturday. Wow. You know, and on Sunday also, the two teams are going to wear fugu in their colors. I mean, it's specially done for Hearts and Kotoko.
Interesting.
Yes, come onto the field, wave to the crowd, and then show our culture.
So that was Kofi Poku. He's Vice Chairman of the MTN FA Cup committee. We still stay with the FA Cup, and you know the coaches have been speaking. Well, Accra Hearts of Oak coach from Nuttal is very, very optimistic of winning this year's cup competition, and he says he's not under any pressure going into the final on Sunday.
I'm under no pressure. I said that when I first took the job, that it's not pressure. These are challenges, they're hurdles to overcome, and it's about finding solutions. I don't feel pressure. I don't regard being a football coach as pressure. You know, there are other pressures in my life and other pressures in other people's life that are pressure. This is not pressure. This is nice, you know. Talking about being in a cup final, first time in 17 years, no pressure. So, you know, it's just about challenges, accepting the challenges, meeting the challenge straight on, and being ready, finding solutions, be ready.
So that was Hearts coach Frank Nuttal. Definitely we'll hear from Kumasi Asante Kotoko coach Steve Pollak in our subsequent sports bulletins. But we have to talk the EFL Cup because, okay, before we do the EFL Cup, let's do the FIFA Under-17 World Cup. Now, we know the two finalists for this year's tournament, England, one of them, and also Spain, one of the teams. And England actually progressed to the finals of this year's competition. They defeated Brazil by 3-1 yesterday. So watch highlights of the England game, and later we'll see highlights of the game involving Mali and Spain, which ended the same as that of the England-Brazil game.
England and Brazil faced off for the right to contest the FIFA Under-17 World Cup final in India. The young Lions were first to strike as early as the 10th minute. 16-year-old Chelsea midfielder Callum Hudson-Odoi sent in an inch-perfect ball into the Brazilian box, and Liverpool youngster Ryan Brewster was on hand to apply the finishing touches second time around. Brazil levelled the tie 11 minutes later as defender Wesley capitalised on English keeper Curtis Anderson's failure to hold on to Paulinho's initial shot from outside the box. Brewster, though, marked a quick recovery for Steve Cooper's team when he put the Europeans ahead for the second time in the match, giving them a 2-1 advantage at the break. Halfway through the second half, the man from Merseyside was on the score sheet once again.
It breaks in here for Smith Rowe, maybe England's third! They could be on their way to the final of the Under-17 World Cup on the back of consecutive hat-tricks for Liverpool's Ryan Brewster.
3-1 down, Brazil were never able to come back and had to settle for a third-place playoff place while the English will play for the trophy and the title of World Under-17 champions.
Mali's run at the FIFA Under-17 World Cup came to an end at the hands of Spain in the semi-finals. The West Africans, who finished as runners-up to Nigeria at the 2015 edition, succumbed to a 3-1 defeat in Mumbai. Highly rated Barcelona youngster Abdul Ruiz's double put Spain in the early ascendancy. The captain's opener came after Mali conceded a penalty, and his second goal was scored on the stroke of half-time. Malian efforts had been nullified by standout Spanish defence, as well as the frame of a goal, while Ferran Torres put further daylight between the two teams with Spain's third. Mali pulled one back through Lassana Ndiaye, and despite a spirited final 20 from the African side, Spain prevailed 3-1. They will go on to face England's Young Lions in the final.
So Spain defeated African champions Mali by 3-1. And also England defeated Brazil by 3-1. And the two teams will be in the finals of this year's FIFA Under-17 Championship. It will be very, very amazing for England to win this one, because remember, they won the Under-20 Championship. Solanke was a Liverpool player, and he led them to win that tournament. And this very tournament as well, Brewster is also a Liverpool youngster, and he's doing very well, scoring in almost all their games so far. So we're going to have England up against Spain in the finals of this year's FIFA Under-17 World Cup. The finals will be played this weekend, and hopefully, God willing, Monday will bring you highlights, and you have an idea of who will win this year's championship in India. We have to talk more championships, and this one is the EFL Cup, the Carabao Cup. And yesterday, 2 matches were played. Almost all the top liner was actually at the Wembley Stadium when Tottenham Hotspur took on Andrea Ayew's West Ham United. But even before we talk about that, let's check highlights of what happened at Stamford Bridge when Chelsea played host to Everton. That game ended 2-1 in favour of Chelsea. So Chelsea are through to the next stage of the competition. And also, after that, we'll see highlights of the Tottenham Hotspur West Ham United game, which Andrea Ayew scored a brace to help West Ham United defeat Tottenham by 3-2 at Wembley Stadium.
Lusonda. Nice ball to the far post. Rudiger's header! A first Chelsea goal for Antonio Rudiger, with his first goal since May 2016. And what a goal it was as well. No one on the posts for Everton. Thanks there for Everton, but Willian has skipped past him. Oh, lovely give and go. Willian! That is some way to send your team through to a Carabao Cup quarter-final. Does it against them here at Stamford Bridge. The corner was only meant to stay short, but once he'd gone past Davis, he took the return there from Fabregas, and you don't get... Everton will be kicking themselves here how they've lost this game 2-0. Losing this game 2-0, although they could be in here for a goal back. They've got a chance, a real good chance, and there is that goal back. Dominic Calvert-Lewin. It's been really lively since coming on. Really good play in the build-up from Oumar Niasse, and Calvert-Lewin squeezing it through.
Son's on his way, Sissoko's through the middle. Son has found Moussa Sissoko, and Tottenham lead in 5 minutes. A series of precise ball movements and well-timed bodily movements.
Manchester City. Song Young-min. شوف الاختراقات، شوف الجمال، الهدف الثاني، يا سلام ما أجمل هذا.
A more purposeful start to the second half from those in claret and blue. Swung in by Lanzini. Headed away to Fernandez and snatched in by Ayew. His corner headed out to Wilson Fernandez, who caught it sweet. But Alderweireld's away. Lanzini juggling. Forward again by Ogbonna. It's come down here for Lanzini. Ayew 2-2. West Ham guts. Cresswell lifted it in. Alderweireld got rid, but only up to a point. Sissoko's clearance wasn't good enough. Carroll nudged it down. Lanzini nudged it across, and
على ثقته، ولكن هنا طبعا دور الزملاء والثالث الثالث 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 بهاي السهولة.
Okay, so Tottenham Hotspur couldn't replicate that fine form against Liverpool last weekend in the English Premier League at Wembley in that game against West Ham United as they lost by 3-2. Andre, are you the hero for West Ham United yesterday in that game? And Chelsea-Everton ended 2-1 in favour of Chelsea. So both Chelsea-West Ham United are through to the next stage of the Carabao Cup. That's the EFL Cup. Well, we'll do the Joy Sports Invitational Tournament, but before we do that, so some matches were played in our Italian Serie A yesterday, and Atalanta Hellas Verona ended 3-0 in favour of Atalanta. Cagliari Benevento 2, Benevento 1, and Chievo Verona AC Milan. Ojomi's AC Milan yesterday won by 4-1, and my brother, I'm sure this morning is excited and elated that they won by 4-1. And Genoa Napoli 3 in favour of Napoli 3, Genoa 2, and Juventus defeated Spal 2013 by 4-1 with Roma beating Crotone by a goal to them. Sassuolo Udinese ended 1-0 in favour of Udinese, and Bologna Lazio was 2-1 in favour of Lazio. Now we have to build up to the Joy Sports Invitational Tournament because that's what is going to happen this weekend, and I pray that you don't miss out because it's going to be amazing at the University of Ghana Athletics Oval on Saturday. So I'm going to be there, the Joy Sports team, we are all going to be there. Well, one of the companies that is going to be there is Pepsi. Well, according to Pepsi Ghana, they are poised for action on October 28th, that Saturday.
Ivan, yeah. A lot of companies are preparing for this event. Multimedia, PPA, Izue loans. They've all gone outside for training. They've got some wonderful players coming down.
Pepsi, we are very ready for this match. We've heard other companies going to Barcelona, going to Arsenal, but we are going to play football in Ghana. So what we are saying is, we didn't go anywhere. We didn't go outside the country. We just went to, Indafa Park.
Indafa Park?
Yes, Maprobi Indafa, where you have the great footballers.
Yes.
You have Michael Essien, you have Asamajan, you have Steven Tonado, and then you have Ali Jara. Yeah, we have been training with them. Recently, we held Pepsi Homowo Festival Gala.
Okay.
Ali Jara was there, so he's training our goalkeeper. So
youngest man, yes. Tell us, how prepared are you for the tournament?
My team is well prepared. We don't want to reveal our secrets.
Okay.
But I assure you, we are going to make surprises.
Big surprises?
Big surprises.
Surprises?
Yes. We are the debutants, but I assure you, all teams, the attention will be on us.
Yes.
We have the young players, talented, well prepared. We take 1 CD Pepsi every day.
Every day.
And
you are strong.
We are strong.
Very, very strong.
Very, very strong and energetic.
Papito, what do you expect from you there?
Personally, we are all, working as a team. Yes, and on the field of play, we are going to show our flair, our skills.
Your skills.
And those that we will meet, our opponents.
They're in trouble.
We want to tell them that they should get ready.
Ready.
Because we'll be firing from all angles.
So tell us, what are we to expect from the ladies of Pepsi?
A lot. We'll be there in our numbers. We'll be there to share our team, to support them. We are also putting something together in terms of the other sports that the females are participating in. Yeah, so we are all set, ready.
You are
Okay, so that's Team Pepsi. They say they are ready for the Joy Sports Invitational Tournament, which is happening this very Saturday. Well, you hear more from the companies as we build up to the event on Saturday. It's just 2 days away. So there will be a live draw tomorrow on radio as well as TV, a live draw of the teams for the football competition. So that's how we end sports this morning. Thanks so much for your company. We are back at 2 with more sports news. I'm Benedict Owusu. Enjoy the rest of the show and enjoy the rest of your day.